terrible if, like, they didn't even tell us and, like, it was just kept a secret all through filming?
That
would
don't
be
even
torturous.
talk about that, please.
This is one of those things where I swear we can't, when we think we can guess who they're going to cast, they change it up. I mean,
they do.
The majority of the fandom thought Kashmir was coming on Friday, and we didn't get her. You know, we didn't get that. So then they change it up, and so I mean, I think a lot of us kind of, I mean, then today you start thinking, okay, you know, who are we getting today? And then I started thinking, well, they're not going to finish District 11. They're going to jump around now, and then they go back and they get her. And it's like, okay,
right.
I mean, I swear they're like trolling us and going, okay, who do they think we're going to? Okay, we're going to give them somebody else.
Yeah.
So maybe if we stop expecting finish, they'll throw them at us sooner.
Speaking of, like, unexpected stuff, last Friday, I personally did not think we would get anything. I thought they would do, like, a Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday thing. I was thinking, like, a fourth casting would be just too much to hope for. But we did get someone. We got E. Roger Mitchell as Chaff. And I don't know what to call him. Do we call him Roger? Do we call him E? Do we call him E. Roger? If anyone's listening and you know him or know what we should call him, let us know. Until then, we'll call him E. Roger, even though that's, I don't know, I feel like that's the safest choice. So just a refresher for people who are listening, Chaff is the male victor from District 11 who competes in the Quarter Quell in Catching Fire. He is Haymitch's drinking buddy. He's, I think, supposed to be in his 40s or thereabouts, 40s, 50s. He's definitely older, and he is missing a hand. So quick facts about E. Roger Mitchell. Oh, and he kisses Katniss. A lot of people were mentioning that scene when he was cast. So E. Roger Mitchell is an Atlanta-based actor, which is pretty cool, and he's 41. So again, right age. And this is from the official press release. E. Roger Mitchell is an Atlanta-based actor with decades of experience on the stage. His small and big screen roles have included Battle Los Angeles, The Shield, One Tree Hill, and Tyler Perry projects, including Diary of a Mad Black Woman, Daddy's Little Girls, and House of Pain. So if you're a big Tyler Perry fan, you might have seen him in one of those. So, E. Roger Mitchell.
Did you see The Shield? He was on The Shield?
Yeah. He was apparently in some role on The Shield. Yeah.
Okay.
So, E. Roger Mitchell, I'll just share my thoughts first. I think he looks perfect. He kind of looks almost exactly like what I envisioned when reading the books. So, I'm really excited because he has sort of, I don't know, I like his face. He has like a very kind of kind face, but I can picture him like kind of kicking back with Haymitch and drinking and getting a little rowdy and stuff. But yeah, I haven't seen him in anything, but I definitely like his look. I feel like we're being so superficial tonight because we're just talking about what people look like.
You know what I think of when I imagine Haymitch and Chaff drinking together? Do you remember, and I'm sorry if people who haven't seen Battlestar Galactica, but do you remember when Colonel Ty had that one drinking buddy for like an episode?
Yeah.
I just picture that Haymitch and Chaff just being like that, just telling old war stories, chugging down, one glass after the next, and it just cracks me up when I imagine. I picture this guy with Woody Harrelson, E. Roger Mitchell, with Woody Harrelson doing that.
Do you remember the crackpot theory that we had about Haymitch and Chaff?
What was it? Remind me.
It was that they were more than drinking buddies.
Oh, right. That's right. I completely forgot about that. I'm not willing to take it to that level. I think I called that crackpot at the time, and I still do.
Yeah.
But I'll say this: I think this guy looks as much like Chaff as as anyone I would have come up with, and I think he's fine for the role. I mean, I don't know that much about him, but he seems like he's a perfectly good choice.
Yeah.
Sorry, I know that's a bland answer, but
yeah,
I'm happy. I'm satisfied. Is basically what I'm saying.
Ariel, how do you feel about E. Roger Mitchell?
I'm not sure I quite have an opinion yet. I've never seen him in anything, and yeah, so Chaff is kind of like a blank slate for me, so I'm just excited to see what he can do.
Yeah. Ellie, how do you feel about Mr. Mitchell?
Okay, I feel like I always have a more pessimistic approach to things than everybody else. So, he works well with Woody Harrelson as Haymitch, but neither of them are who I saw in my head when I was reading.
Yeah.
I saw more of, like, your typical, like, complete drunkards, like, beer belly, bigger type of people when I was reading. So it's not how I see it, but I think he would work with Woody Harrelson's Haymitch.
Well, maybe too. Maybe they'll sort of take Chaff to the sort of the next level of drunkenness that Woody Harrelson wasn't quite at in the Hunger Games. They might make him more of like a sort of outwardly drunk person. I think that would be, I don't know, that would be kind of interesting if they chose to do that. Crystal, have you seen him in anything?
I've seen Battle LA, but I don't remember him in it. But I mean, for me, like his looks aren't as important as like his laugh. He has to have a really good, loud, cackling laugh for me, because I just remember he laughs right after he kisses Katniss. Like, doesn't he burst out laughing or something?
I think so.
I have to judge how good he is by his laugh instead of his look.
I really hope that they keep that scene in the movie. Theresa, what are your E. Roger Mitchell thoughts?
I don't have much. I mean, I haven't seen him in anything, but I have to say this kind of goes back to all the castings. Tumblr has been like on the spot every time somebody gets cast. They take a character or the picture and they turn him into the character and they post him. And there are a few that went up immediately, with him and missing his hand and everything. And stuff. I was like, and I'm like, okay, I can see it, but because it's like at first, it's really interesting because sometimes I see these pictures of them. And I think, well, I don't know. And then I see these Tumblr manipulations using their face and changing them over. And I'm like, okay, I can see it now, which is really, credit to all these people on Tumblr. So, I mean, it was like, I guess I hadn't, when I saw his picture, and my initial thought was like, okay, I didn't think too much of it. And then I saw the manipulation. I'm like, and then it was like, okay, this is even, this is better than I thought. Because in the picture, he seems like he's bigger than he really is, or than some of the other pictures I've seen. And maybe it's just like the shoulder image that he's got. And then I see some other ones, and he doesn't seem as broad. But I mean, I just want to see him. I look forward to seeing him working with Woody Harrelson. I think that'll be awesome. So I'm hoping we get some good scenes with that before the game. So. Yeah,
let's give some props to Nicola Nickart on Tumblr, because that guy, his art is like incredible. I don't know how he does it. Like Theresa said, he gets those manipulations up so fast. It's like inhuman. So maybe we'll have him on the show someday and we can ask him, like, how do you do these so quickly? Because it's incredible. Tiffany, do you have any feelings about E. Roger Mitchell? Or E. Roger, we'll call him.
Well, like, I haven't seen him act in anything, so I really have no opinion except for the fact that I'm glad that he's the right age and that, he looks, he pretty much fits the description. So, I mean, Chaff is all about his demeanor, so I'm really interested to see how he plays him. That's all.
And I think we're all pretty grateful, too, that they did cast an African-American in the role, since he is described in the books as having dark skin. So I feel like so far they've really been making an effort to cast people who fit the book descriptions, which I think a lot of people are very grateful for. What I was going to mention, so the one most asked question about Chaff and E. Roger Mitchell that I've seen is, first of all, some people have asked, or I've seen people asking, is he an amputee, in real life? And no, he's not. And people have also been wondering, will he be missing a hand in the movie? They decided not to do the sort of subplot with Peeta's missing leg in the first film. So I think some people are concerned that they will just kind of take that part of his character away. I really hope that they don't, because when you see people missing limbs, that just really reinforces how brutal these games are. So personally, I hope that he is missing a hand. Any random thoughts on that aspect of the character? Anybody? I'll check for some comments.
Sorry, I think that with PETA, I think the idea of having to have Josh hobble around for 3 more films is a lot harder than the idea of them having to, have Chaff missing an arm for, part of a film, because, I think, I don't know why, for some reason I just think that's a good point. As far as with Josh and, having him have to do that for 3 films, I think in a lot of ways going, okay, well, we're just going to take this part out, at least as far as the leg, just for partially for his safety, but also partially for the pain in the butt that it really would be. I don't know. I just kind of think they kind of did that more for convenience in a way, but I don't think they would have to do that for Chaff in the same way.